Chinese creation myths are symbolic narratives about the origins of the universe, earth, and life. Myths in China vary from culture to culture. In Chinese mythology, the term cosmogonic myth or origin myth is more accurate than creation myth, since very few stories involve a creator deity or divine will. Chinese creation myths fundamentally differ from monotheistic traditions with one authorized version, such as the Judeo-Christian Genesis creation narrative. Chinese classics record numerous and contradictory origin myths. Traditionally, the world was created on Chinese New Year, and the animals, people, and many deities were created during its 15 days. The Tao Te Ching, believed to have been written before the 4th century BC, presents a perspective on Chinese cosmogony that is less mystical and contains some of the earliest references to creation. It describes an initial state that was formless yet complete, existing before the creation of heaven and earth. This featureless entity, often referred to as the Way, is considered the origin of heaven and earth. According to the text, the Way gave rise to unity, which in turn led to duality, and duality gave birth to Trinity. From this Trinity emerged the myriad creatures. The creatures themselves embody both yin and yang, opposing forces that they harmonize to achieve balance. In later Taoist interpretations, this sequence was understood to represent the Tao, Tao, Wei, as formless, Wuji, without ultimate, then unitary, Taiji, great ultimate, and eventually binary, yin and yang or heaven and earth. Scholars such as Girardot propose that the Tao Te Ching portrays the Tao as a cosmic principle rooted in symbolic remembrance of archaic mythological themes, particularly those related to cosmogony. The Heavenly Questions section of the Chuchi, dating back to around the 4th century BC, opens with a series of probing questions related to creation myths. Described by Burrell as the most valuable document in Chinese mythography, it is thought to draw upon pre-existing myths. The questions delve into the origins of the ancient beginning of things, pondering how knowledge about the pre-sky and pre-earth era was obtained. They explore the mysterious nature of the undivided darkness and light, questioning the emergence of insubstantial forms in the chaos. The narrative probes the origins and transformations of yin and yang, examining how their mingling gave rise to all things. Inquiring about the celestial mechanics, the questions address the measurement of the ninefold heavens, the fixation of the sky's pole, and the peculiarities of the 8 pillars in the southeast. The narrative also delves into the expansive fields of heaven and their connections, with an emphasis on the numerous intricacies at their edges. It questions the coordination of heaven's motions, the division of the 12 houses, and the consistent courses of the sun, moon, and fixed stars. Burrell characterizes this Chu creation narrative as a vivid portrayal of the world, devoid of a prime cause or first creator. From the formless expanse, misty vapor spontaneously emerges as a creative force, organized into binary oppositions, upper and lower spheres, darkness and light, yin and yang. The mysterious transformations within these forces contribute to the ordered structure of the universe. The Daoyuan, part of the Huangdi Sijing manuscripts discovered in 1973 among the Mawangdui silk texts, traced back to 168 BC, unfolds a Taoist cosmogonic myth. Thought to originate from the 4th century BC in the southern state of Chu, it narrates the creation of the universe and humanity emerging from formless, misty vapor. Burrell draws attention to its ancient concept of unity before creation, emphasizing its intriguing parallel with the contemporary cosmogonic idea of a gravitational singularity. In the timeless beginning, all things permeated and merged with vast emptiness, existing vacuously and as one with the eternal. During this indistinct period, dark and light were undifferentiated, and there was a state of unsettlement and confusion. The Tao, although undifferentiated, possesses autonomy, lacking a cause since ancient times. Yet, Paradoxically, it is the cause of all things without exception. Tao is described as both great and universal, and simultaneously formless and nameless. The 4th or 3rd century BC Taiyi Shengshui, Great One giving birth to water, a Taoist text recently excavated in the Guodian slips, seems to offer its own unique creation myth, but analysis remains uncertain. In 139 BC, the Huainanzi, a diverse text overseen by Han Prince Liu An, presents 2 cosmogonic myths that elaborate on the dualistic notion of yin and yang. In the era before the shaping of heaven and earth, a period termed the Grand Inception, the cosmic state was characterized by ascending, flying, diving, and delving. This Grand Inception led to the creation of the nebulous void, from which emerged space-time and, subsequently, the original QI. A boundary separated the original Qi, with the pure and bright aspects forming heaven and the heavy and turbid aspects congealing into earth. The convergence of the pure and subtle was relatively easy, while the congealing of the heavy and turbid proved more challenging. Consequently, hell was completed first, followed by the fixation of earth. The combined essences of heaven and earth gave rise to yin and yang, whose supersessive essences led to the manifestation of the 4 seasons. The scattered essences of the seasons then gave birth to the myriad things. The hot Qi of accumulated yang resulted in fire, and the essence of fiery Qi became the sun. The cold Qi of accumulated yin produced water, and the essence of watery Qi became the moon. The overflowing Qi of the sun and moon's essences contributed to the formation of stars and planets. In this cosmogony, the sun, moon, stars, and planets belong to heaven, while waters, floods, dust, and soil belong to earth. In the primordial time before the existence of heaven and earth, only images and no forms prevailed. Everything was obscure, dark, vague, unclear, shapeless, and formless, with an unknown gateway. 2 spirits were born in this obscurity, one that established heaven and another that constructed earth. Their vastness and breadth were limitless and indeterminate. These spirits eventually differentiated into yin and yang, spreading out into the 8 cardinal directions. The firm and the yielding complemented each other, giving shape to myriad things. The turbid vital energy transformed into creatures, and the refined vital energy took on the form of humans. Birrell suggests this abstract yin-yang dualism between the 2 primeval spirits, or gods, may be the vestige of a much older mythological paradigm that was then rationalized and diminished, comparable to the Akkadian Enuma Elish creation myth of Abzu and Tiamat, male freshwater and female saltwater. The Lingxian, penned around AD 120 by the versatile Zhang Heng, provides a comprehensive account of the creation of heaven and earth. Before the emergence of the Great Plainness or Great Basis, there existed a state of dark limpidity and mysterious quiescence, characterized by dimness and obscurity. It defies any form of visualization, with a void in its midst and non-existence on its exterior. This enduring condition is referred to as obscurity or mingxing, and is identified as the root of the Tao. As the stem of the Tao grew, creatures came into existence and shapes took form. At this juncture, the original Kui underwent a split and division, with the differentiation of hard and soft, pure and turbid assuming distinct positions. Heaven formed externally, deriving its essence from the yang, resulting in a round and dynamic nature. Earth, drawing its essence from the yin, adopted a flat and quiescent form, becoming fixed within. Motion facilitated action and emergence, while quiescence led to conjoining and transformation. The binding together of elements fostered fertilization, eventually giving rise to the growth of various entities. This entire process is termed the Great Origin or Taiyuan, representing the culmination of the Tao. The Neo-Confucianist philosopher Zhou Dunyi provided a multifaceted cosmology in his Taiji Tushuo diagram explaining the supreme ultimate. which integrated the I Ching with Taoism and Chinese Buddhism. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.